A challenge has been issued. A challenge has been accepted. Welcome to the battle of the Bassages.
Going down.
Get it on!
Welcome to the after work. Whoa, sorry, out of character. Anyway, God, this is hot. Welcome to the After Work Chef. I'm your host, Kevin Burkhart. Let's get cooking. Welcome back, everybody. As you know, I'm the After Work Chef. A good friend of mine issued a cooking challenge, and it's been accepted and it's on. So, Gorstak Culinary, bring your A game because I'm about ready to put you down. Now on to our ingredients list. I'm going to start with, I've got 3 pounds of ground beef and 1 pound of ground pork. Feel free to cut this in half. I'm making a pretty good sized meatloaf. As I've stated 100 times before, I feed a lot of people. Next up, I've got 2 cups of diced up onion, about a small dice. After that, I've got 1 cup of celery, 6 thick cut strips of bacon already diced up, 1 cup of breadcrumbs, Italian style for extra flavor, 2 tablespoons of blackened seasoning, and 1 tablespoon of salt, sea salt, 2 eggs, 2 tablespoons of Worcestershire sauce.
We gotta use this 1 drop of Worcestershire.
2 tablespoons of soy sauce, 1 tablespoon of liquid smoke. Going in the meatloaf, I am putting 2 ounces of Jim Beam bourbon. Now I'm going to make the sauce using 2/3 of a cup of ketchup, 5 tablespoons of brown sugar, about 3/4 of a cup of Coca-Cola, and 2 more ounces of bourbon, 8 ounces of mushrooms. I hope I didn't do all that too fast. Tag's gonna have to piece all that together. All right, so now if you'll follow me over to the stove, I'm gonna go ahead and cook my celery, my onions, and my mushrooms. All right, let's go ahead and get our butter going. 2 tablespoons. Yeah, it's a smoking hot pan.
Smoking!
That's okay. I'm going to start with 2 cups of onion. I want these good and caramelized brown color. That's why it's up so high. Now we let it cook and let it caramelize for about a minute. Alright folks, our little buddy Stitch has been wanting to help me out in the kitchen for a while, so I'll let him help today. Room check out! Does this have to go to the chef? Can Stitch sit the bottom?
Yes.
Still allowed. Alright, time to add the mushrooms. 2-minute cook time. Be right back after these messages. Vegetables have cooled off. Now it's time to go ahead and form everything into the meatloaf. We'll start with our breadcrumbs, 1 cup, Italian style, our blackened and salt seasoning, Worcestershire sauce,
We gotta use this 1 drop of Worcestershire.
soy sauce. Sorry, that was liquid smoke. 2 eggs. And bourbon. Coca-Cola. And lastly, bacon bits. Chopped bacon. Just going to mix that all together. Lastly, we're going to put in our mixed vegetables that we went ahead and sauteed. Sorry folks, I'm getting ahead of myself. Okay, so now we're just going to mix this up. Okay, so using the spoon is taking forever. Just reach in there and mix it with your hands. You'll get a little messy, but it'll be worth it. Now you don't want to overmix this. Right now it's mixed thoroughly. Well seasoned, good to go. Put it in a pan and form it. Press it down, make sure it fits. Now we're going to take a pound of bacon and layer it. Our meatloaf's ready to go. We're going to go ahead and throw it in the oven about 1.5 hours. At the last 15 minutes, we're going to continually baste the meatloaf with the sauce to get a good candy caramel on top. See, an hour and a half. Alright, so I'm going to make a bourbon brown sugar glaze to go over top of this. It's going to be pretty good. So I got this recipe online. I'll be really wanting to try it out. So here we go. We're going to start with 2/3 of a cup of ketchup. That's hot. So yeah, that's good and hot now. All right, next we got brown sugar, 5 tablespoons. Soy sauce, 2 tablespoons. 2 ounces of Coca-Cola. 2 ounces of Jim Beam bourbon. And we're going to simmer this by half. It's usually going to take about an hour, because we're going to do it low and slow. Just continue to stir, come back to it every few minutes. Welcome back, folks. It's been a little bit over an hour. We went ahead and reduced this by half. This is our sauce, if you remember. Took about 25 minutes of simmering and then turned it off, and it turned out quite nice. So we're just going to drizzle this right over. Okay, meatloaf is glazed. We're going to go ahead and put it back in the oven for about 20 more minutes. Get a nice caramel coating on it, and we'll serve it. As you can see, folks, it's been 20 minutes. Look at that. We're going to let this cool off a little bit before we cut it up. We're almost done. I hope you're hungry, because that looks amazing. What? I'm done. My work is finished. Okay, it's done. This is my meatloaf. Got a little bit of everything in it. The caramelization on the bacon turned out really good. I'm really happy with this. I've already tasted it, and it tastes amazing. So, to my buddy Gorstak Culinary, this has been Game, Set, Match. Thank you so much for watching. As always, like and subscribe, especially if you like what you see here. Had a lot of fun making this episode. Good friend of mine, Gorstak Culinary, we are doing a chef cook-off. I know I've said it a few times in the episode, so links in the video description. Please check him out. He's a great guy, good food. So let me know what you think. If you like it, please give me a thumbs up. If you didn't like it, tell me what you thought I did wrong. It was an amazing recipe, had a lot of fun, and I'll see you later.